We are at the festival series in Bratislava, sitting down with one of the profile players here. I thought you would introduce your name yourself, so you get the right pronunciation right away.
It's Mateusz
And second name?
Moolhuizen. So yeah, it's quite difficult.
Yeah? No, it's not that.
Even I sometimes forget it.
Okay. You're here to play, I guess, the main event. Any other focuses?
No, I came for the main event, and I'm super happy that I entered yesterday evening in the 10th level because we were traveling the whole day to come here.
Yeah, okay.
And then I made day 2 immediately, so super happy that because it could go it could have become a bloodbath because you can still enter on day 2, 6, 7 bullets, but 1 bullet. So I'm super happy, and now I can in a couple hours I can play the high roll because it was overlapping a bit.
Yeah, perfect. So you're already through to day 2 then. We can concentrate on talking a little bit about you as a person, and thought we were going to. We have a special hand coming up. Some of you might recognize this face from a very viral clip that happened this summer. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But you're a professional poker player these days?
Yeah. I've been doing it for a long time, to be honest. On and off. I was a couple years off as well, but super happy to be back. And then I have my best year ever, actually. The World Series of Poker was great. Almost won a bracelet. Won a scoop this year, another high roller title online. So it's been an amazing year. I can honestly, like sometimes you have those years. You have bad years, you have good years as a poker pro, of course. But it's been an amazing year, and to have this experience on the final table at the WSOP, it felt like the real main event with the big reel, the American reel against me, the Brazilian reel against me, and me having my Polish friends there. Yeah. It was an amazing experience for sure. I'm super happy.
You said Polish friends. You're a mix of Dutch and Polish.
Yeah, mix of Dutch and Polish. Yeah. My parents were drunk in the club, I think.
You won't say how many years ago, but you're still young though.
Kinda, I guess. You're always young in the head. Eh?
Yeah, of course. But how many years would you consider yourself to be as a professional player? How many years you played?
I would say around 2011, and then I stopped a couple days, so around 2011, 12-ish, yeah.
And you had I looked at your handle mob. You had a big cash. You were a win 2011, was it?
My first handle mob flag was a win. Yeah, it was the Unibet Open win. It was my first flag ever because I remember there was a tournament in 2010 in Gibraltar. It was the first tournament I ever went to abroad. Okay. And I bubbled the event, and it was a 3K bubble, and it was huge money for me. Yeah. And then I built a little bit more of a bankroll. I was very young and dumb because I had like a 3K bankroll, and I went to another Unibet Open and I bought it for €1,500. Okay. So I immediately busted almost my roll. And then I started winning. A friend of mine won a package, so I started winning. Well, let's try to win packages. So I started winning packages, and then the next one, my first flag ever, was a win. So it was a great start, and obviously a hot run.
And it was the Unibet Open in Malta, right?
Yeah, it was the Unibet Open in Malta. Yeah, for sure. It's still my best experience, I would say, because it was the first one, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So it's always the first one always makes it more special.
Yeah. You still have the trophy on your shelf?
Oh yeah. I love trophies. So it's
you do.
Yeah, I love them. So if there's a sometimes for example here you have like a horse event or an 8-game event, and I'm a complete fish at those games. I know the rules and that's it. I never played it live as well, but if there's a trophy involved, I will play it.
All right, that's perfect. Yeah. Smaller fields in those as well. It might be to luck out.
The fish can get lucky, you know.
Exactly.
So it's fine. It's all good.
And actually, we have a really nice trophy one here because what we do in the festival this time is that we take a winner photo, send it to artists who does sketch a profile of you and get it framed. So that's the trophy.
Oh, that's cool. I want to see that one. I haven't seen it.
You have to win one.
Yeah, you have to win one. Yeah. But to get more motivated, I need to, we guys are usually very visualization. Yeah. So I need to see it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make sure you get to see it as well. But do you divide your game online and live? Is it like 50-50 or?
Yeah, it's like 50-50. But I do go to Vegas like the whole series, so for 7 whole weeks. So that's a big grind for me. But I enjoy the mix because if it was only online, you don't have the social thing. No. And if it's only live, it's very tough. Yeah. It's very tough as well to travel all the time and to be in casinos all the time. Of course. But once a month, I love to go once a month. When I'm home, after 3-4 weeks, it already gets itchy to travel, to see the world, and I mean to see old friends and the community. It's just fun. It's like a school trip for adults. That's how I call it. And for me, obviously, it's my profession. but all the recreative players I know as well, it's for them it's like a school trip.
Yeah,
And it's good for them because then now they can tell their wives, hey, I want a package. So it's not like, honey, can I please go with my friends to Ibiza? No, I have to go. I want the package. I really have to go. It's 1.5k, honey.
I recognize that from a lot of our players.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's the best excuse.
Yeah,
it's the best excuse for sure.
It might happen that people buy packages
Yeah.
to show their
Yeah,
spouse or
I won the
husband
package.
that I have to go. Absolutely. Yeah. But if you in Vegas 7 weeks in the summer, how do you plan your? Do you rent a house to go with friends or?
I would love to rent a house, but the problem is I'm the only crazy one who goes 7 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
So they want to come in these 3 weeks. Those guys want to come in those couple weeks. So it's very tough to schedule it. So the last 2 times I mostly do hotels, which I'm not a fan of because it's better to have your own kitchen, your own house, your own laundry. Than a hotel, but somehow we swap hotels. So 3 weeks here, 2 weeks there, 3 weeks there. But it's not ideal.
No.
But yes, very logistically, it's very tough to get people to commit for 6 weeks for a house.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It may be tough to tell that you want a package for 6-7 weeks to your wife.
Very tough to do that as well. Like, yeah, honey, I'm going. It's Vegas, but So no, it's very tough.
Yeah. See you in August.
See you in August. Yeah. Here's a list for the kids what to do.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So we talk about your maybe biggest win and trophy-wise was the Unibet Open in Malta, but your biggest cash was in Vegas this summer, right?
Yeah, it was in this summer.
Yeah.
It's by far my biggest cash.
Yeah.
No, so that was it was amazing. Also because I came into the final table and I was third in chips, but I got the 2 chip leaders on my left.
Yeah.
So if you put it in a simulation, I will end up 5th or 6th very often because I'm just gonna bleed out because I have to wait for the pay jumps.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then I still have a big cash, 150k or whatever it was.
Yeah, locked up.
Yeah.
Final table started.
I think about 74k.
Okay. Yeah.
But there were some 8 big blinds for small stacks, and then eventually I maneuvered myself, run obviously good at the final table, and I came into a 2-1 heads-up lead, and that was an amazing experience. So I was playing against not a professional player as well, so that was also beneficial for me to get heads-up.
Yeah.
It's very tough to make deals because the pay jump was 360k. But because then one guy has to send the other money, but there's tax involved.
Yeah, of course.
So it makes it very, very, very tough that to show a bank as well a gentleman's agreement. Hey, I'm sending him, I'm shipping him so much money, or me. So I prefer just to play for it and enough. I mean, the second place or the third place was also so much money that it was you're already happy anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So,
and this was the 1500 monster stack.
It was a monster stack. Yeah. So one of the bigger events with 6,500 runners or something. So and then on day 2, something funny happened. On day 2, I was in the tank on day 3, I think, on the bubble, kind of on the bubble, and I made a hero call, but the floor comes behind me, and I've never had something like this happen to me. The floor calls the clock on me.
Oh, really?
And I'm saying,
can I even do that?
Are you joking? Because we're on a break. And I'm tanking on the river for 15 seconds, but the hand took on the flop turn the river quite some time. He took a lot of time.
Yeah.
So on the river he made a bet, and I'm taking around 15 seconds, and he calls the clock on me. So I have 45 seconds for my 80% of my tournament live. Yeah. So I was very pissed off, and I put it on social media like, this must be honestly a joke that the floor, like you asked, can the floor even do that? Yeah. No, I don't think he can.
No.
So I was pissed off. So I tweeted like, should I buy myself an ice cream or should I tip the tournament if I cash this tournament? And I end up coming second for a 600. So yeah.
Wait, was it the same tournament director on the final table?
No, it wasn't. It was a lot better one actually. So no, but it was quite funny how that went off.
So while we're talking about it, I have the computer right here. Because the hand on the final table heads up, right?
Yeah.
It's a classic one. It went very viral.
Yeah, I always said to my fiance, like, it's cool if you make like a funny video and go viral. This was not what I had in mind.
No,
to be honest. No, it wasn't.
But, so we're going to take the viewers to look at it as well, and we're going to show this for the audience. But looking at it together, we come in the hand, I think, after the flop. And we can see that you're holding 6 deuce clubs.
Yeah, and every tournament after that, when I got 6 deuce of clubs, I just had to smile, kind of.
It's like the Jack 4 for you.
Yeah, it's like
today
about the Jack 4 for me. Yeah, the 6 deuce of clubs.
Exactly. So, and your opponent here, Mr. Jukic, hits its king, top pair. And pre-flop, was it
He
has
opened,
the button?
yeah, and
you
I
call.
just called, and then I considered check raising or check calling.
Yeah.
Eventually, I had my arguments for check raising. I don't know honestly why anymore.
No.
Because everything happens in a blur when you're there.
Yeah.
And I check raise, and I'm obviously the first thing you hope don't fold.
Of course.
And then I hope brick the turn.
Yeah.
And it kind of bricked. I mean, it kind of bricked.
Yeah. We'll
But
see. We can see. We see you trying to lure him in here. Like, oh, maybe check raise and doesn't have anything, or
Yeah.
yeah. So
And I think he won the first 4 hands in a row, heads up,
okay.
or 3 hands in a row. So this was the 4th one.
Yeah. Okay.
So
it's
I-
only the 4th hand.
Yeah,
So,
we
okay.
just started the heads up, and I think, if I'm correct, I'm not sure if I check it, I lost all the hands heads up.
Okay.
Oh, spoiler alert. So
Okay. So he calls your check raise.
yeah,
the
and this
turn.
and I see this deuce, and I'm like, holy shit! So I want to bet small on the turn to
Yeah.
let him hit his flush,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
call to give him the good odds to make his hand, or even if he has a king, we still want to build a pot. So there's no point in slow playing the hand here.
No.
There's no point in slow rolling as well.
So here you have 158 million behind,
Yeah.
and 58's already in the middle.
Yeah, so I bet a third, around 20 million or something, or 21 million,
Yeah.
I think, 20 mil. And I'm just hoping, I remember this moment, like, please shove, one time,
Oh,
one
okay.
time shove. If ever shove this hand, if
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. Of course.
And he tanks for a while.
Yeah. And you have your mouthpiece on here, so no giveaway, don't know any tells.
There were 2 reasons. So he shoved.
He did.
He did. He shoved in the end.
Immediately snap calls, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, and I'm. You can see my face. I'm quite tense here.
Did you scream full house to your friends? Or
Yeah, we have a full house. But one of my friends really annoyed me because
Okay.
I said only if he doesn't hit a king we win, and he
Yeah.
said it's over. He's screaming it's over,
Oh.
and I'm looking at him like shut up, man.
Okay,
like here I'm
okay.
looking like what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I'm like I don't even know how I would respond here.
No. And this is like, you can see like 276 millions in the middle, and you have 49 behind.
Yeah.
And he's all in. So basically, it's the tournament online here. And of course, if no king comes, you're the champion.
And we have the bracelet and
It's
and
sitting
whole
on the
win.
table, right?
Yeah, it's on the table there.
Oh, and there
And
it
the
is.
suicide king came. The suicide
So
king
sick.
came. Yeah.
So sick.
And we're still alive, but
Yeah.
at this point,
Of course, he's trying to hold back his reaction, but it's of course so
I
sick.
mean, for him,
Yeah.
his reaction was good. I mean, I
Yeah.
prefer this than some robot
Yeah,
high
yeah.
roller who's no emotion. I always
Of
prefer
course.
people with emotion. So
Yeah.
people said, "Were you not annoyed that he jumped on the table later when
No,
he won?"
okay,
I was
okay.
like, "No, it's good for poker.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's good for poker."
Yeah. Yeah, of course, you have to see it as if this went so viral, so you have contributed it your way as well to
Yeah,
spread
yeah.
poker around the world.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
These clips go
sure.
around for a
Yeah.
lot. And of course, second place, you cashed almost 600k, right?
At 600k, so I was very happy. It took me like 15 seconds
Yeah.
to get over his hand, honestly, because you have to be grateful, because in poker, like, how often do we come first? It's
No,
it's
exactly.
so rare. So
Yeah.
if you're not happy with those kind of scores, then there's no point in doing this. And then the fact that I prefer to lose like this,
Yeah.
then he outplays me. I made some mistakes. I mean, we get it in with 95%. It's honestly like,
Yeah.
what else can I do?
No, exactly, yeah. But so the only thing might itch a little bit then is, since you love trophies, to not have that bracelet.
Yes,
though.
not have the bracelet, because then
Yeah.
I can make like a collection. Cause
Yeah.
so yeah, that definitely itch.
Yeah.
And I never look at pay jumps.
No.
So to be honest, I thought this bet beat was worth 200k, which is a lot of money, obviously, a lot of money. And then an hour later, we're drinking at a bar, we're celebrating, and one of my buddies tells, that was a big pay jump. I said, yeah, well, it was 200k or something, right? He said, no, it was a 360k pay jump.
Yeah, but that's
So-
what I was to say. It was almost $1 million for first. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I was like, somehow it sank in an
Oh,
hour later.
okay.
Like, fuck, that
Was it? Okay.
That was a lot more than I thought,
Okay,
actually.
okay, yeah.
But still, I was super happy, of course.
Yeah,
Because I already know I'm not gonna make a deal with this guy, so I don't care how much for first.
No.
I just want to play my A game, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was an amazing experience. I was super happy, and then I was like, fuck, I'm still 4 weeks in Vegas. I prefer to just go home now, because it feels like
Of
I'm
course,
okay.
yeah.
I'm done for
Yeah,
the summer.
yeah.
but
you stayed and played more? Or?
I stayed 4 more weeks, so I still played the main and a lot of other events. So we celebrated one day, and then I already went back to it, and it felt like more hunger to win a bracelet now. But it's going to be tough. Obviously.
So you're already in here. You're planning for the next series.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to go for 6-7 weeks again. Yeah, 100%. The thing is, I'm playing no limit hold'em events. Yeah. So it's going to be tough to win a bracelet, of course, in those fields.
Oh, so you don't have to play any horse and stuff when you go to Vegas.
I'll get crushed in 1.5 days probably. Even the grandpas in those 2 fields are probably better than me. Yeah. But so this why here I would love to play 200 euro buy-ins, 8 game, and just see how it works in a live tournament, and maybe get better to it. I think it's very fun to do, but it's hard to be great at all the games. It's really tough. It's gonna take a lot of time. Yeah.
So, being a professional poker player for so many years, how do you look into the future? Do you see yourself retiring some point, or is it just, are you going to go with this as long as it's?
So, I was doing a lot of other stuff on the side, trying to be an entrepreneur, try other things out, and I had some good experience, some less good experience, and eventually I said to myself, you know what? If I look at my friends as well, entrepreneurs, it's better to be the investor than the entrepreneur, because as an entrepreneur, you have all these fires every day. You have to put them out with what? You have to put out all the fires every day. And as an investor, you invest the money. Obviously, there's a risk, but as an entrepreneur, there's a risk as well. And now I'm like way more relaxed, and I wanted to quit poker after 10 years, I thought, and now I'm like, now I'll play 10 years of more poker. I love traveling, I love the competition, and the love of the game is back for sure. Okay. Way more than. I had some motivational issues. Life has so much to give. I wanted to try other things as well, and I love to play poker and then see the city, experience all this stuff. So and then invest outside of poker. Okay. So that's how I look at it now. Yeah.
And I know you're here with your girlfriend, right?
Yeah, fiance.
Yeah, fiance. Yeah. And she plays as well a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Too much.
Too much.
yeah. It's the rake of life.
Yeah.
That's how I call it.
But does she play full professional?
She was GG Poker ambassador for a while. Yeah. Because of the Dutch law changing, they fired her. So now she's not anymore. She's not playing professionally.
And we can mention her name as well.
Yeah, for sure. Delia de Jong.
Yeah. Well-known profile as well.
Yeah.
Within poker.
Yeah. So she's a big influencer, and I think she's great for attracting new players to the game. Yeah. So obviously, if you want to be more in depth into strategy, I have more value for people who already play poker, but for new people, she's amazing. I think to get more people into poker, she's a great ambassador for the game. And I'm not saying as my fiance, but just the way how she uses her social media, how she makes her videos, it's really good. But she's not a professional, no. But she obviously I coach her a bit. Yeah, okay. But it's not good for the relationship. it's not good, no.
Okay, you still do that when we talked about earlier. Oh, honey, I want a package, so I have
no,
to go.
No. I mean, I'm quite. How do you say? I'm reading a book now. It's surrounded by idiots, and everybody's a color. I'm the color red, and it's a very dominant color. It's not. It's not always the best color, but it's very goal driven. So it's really, if I say I'm going to go here, I'm going to go here. But also it's easier for me because I say it's my work. Obviously, if a recreational player says I'm going to go to Bratislava to work, the wife is going to look, what are you on about? Your work is right here in the company.
Exactly, around the corner.
Yeah, what are you bullshitting me? So it's easier for me to say. She knows I'm going 7 weeks to Vegas. She usually comes 4 weeks with me, and then the other 3 weeks I'm alone. But I'm just playing all the time, so it's good. But and I need my freedom.
She had a lot of understanding for that. There to play, and when you go to the series.
So it also, it's not good for the relationship, but it's also good because she understands me. She understands the feelings, what happens, the downswings, and whatnot, and that I need to register. Like yesterday evening, she understands why I said, well, why don't we just go out for dinner? You play tomorrow. You have like 6 more times you can try or whatever you want. I said, no, I want to try it today. Then I can play the high roller today. So she understands. So that's really good. So it has benefits for sure. But sometimes she bubbles, or I bubble, or we make mistakes. I only get frustrated when I make a mistake, to be honest. But she obviously, when she runs bad, because it's very annoying for a lot of people when you run bad. So and then I try to cheer her up, but it's like a therapy.
One of you is locked in the bathroom for a couple of hours.
Yes, well, usually it's me.
Okay.
That's like I'm taking a bath now. The door's locked now.
Crying.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. It was nice to sit down with you, and I hope you enjoyed this festival then, because I see you're going to play the high rollers, you said, in some of the other events, but hopefully I'll show you those trophies that we talked about, and hopefully you can pick one up for yourself.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to. Yeah, always.
And then, as we just announced an hour ago here, the next stop for the festival series is in Nottingham next year.
Yeah.
So I hope you have time to come with us there as well.
If it's a good date, because I'm always looking at how I can put in some more tournaments, then for sure. But I've never been there, so that's always a how do you say, an incentive for me to come anyway.
See new places.
Yeah.
Even though it's raining Nottingham. No, it's probably a beautiful city. I've never been there, so we won't say anything about that one.
We're in the casino anyway.
Exactly, we won't be outside.
No, we won't be outside.
But you
What's
seem,
the weather here?
But when we talking about it, you seem like a pretty fit guy. You're working out, and when you go, for example, to Vegas for a full series, do you go to the gym a lot, or do you
have
just
to,
play?
We sit on the chairs for so long, and I mean, I'm 33 now, and I'm feeling it a bit more than I used to. So, like everybody after 30, so I'm doing yoga, which I find extremely boring to do. But I get this, from the mouse, the clicks, the underarms, all these.
It's a tough work because someone has to click it, right?
Yeah. So So it's just you get injured. So I go work out. I play tennis. I try to keep a healthy lifestyle for sure. And obviously, I am one of the most fit guys in the end of the day, because I always take care of it. But obviously
that's of course beneficial playing those. I mean, when we play
long
the
days.
monster stack must have been how many days?
We started at 10 every morning till 12, so it was.
And how many days
5?
did you play?
I think 4 or 5. 4 or 5. It's really immense. It's
60
really
hours in a week.
Yeah. So poker is fun, but if you play as because I'm a bit crazy like that. I play like 40 tournaments or something in the summer.
Yeah.
But every day I wake up and I am there at 12.
Yeah.
And most guys lay dredge or something. I'm there at 12 every day. So it is mentally tough as well, because you have a deep run. You finish 21st or whatever it is, and the next day 30k start stack, 100. Here we go again. So then you need to take care of yourself.
Mental game.
It's mentally it's draining, and then obviously as a tournament player, you don't get the good chairs because we don't walk off. The cash game players get the good chairs.
The big plushy ones.
Yeah. So we're fucked basically. So I mean,
maybe that would be one thing, to bring your own chair to each tournament.
Yes.
Massage thing.
The massage thing. Yeah. So
maybe then people will think that you're cheating with some help.
Yeah. For sure.
All right. Thank you, Mateusz, and best of luck to the series here, and to come follow you in the future as well. You have a Instagram page from people?
Yeah, I have one, but I only post like poker memes, funny stuff. So,
okay.
But I'm not the social media kind of guy. But when I'm bored,
maybe your fiance can teach you that then.
She can definitely. she can definitely. But yeah.
So, but we'll still encourage you to go follow both Mateusz and his fiance then on socials, and see what happens in the future for you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
No worries.
Thank you.
You're welcome.